instruments you won't believe exist. Number 15. A holophoner. There are a lot of strange and unique instruments out there that have left the realm of normality behind. Some of these instruments are huge, some are tiny, some are fictional, some are electric, some are stringed, some are neither of those, and so much more. The possibilities of music are endless, and this list features a great selection of weird and unique instruments of which you have probably never heard. The holophoner is a fictional instrument from the TV show Futurama. It was brought into reality by YouTuber Vulpin Props. In the show, the holophoner is played a lot like a clarinet, and that is actually what this real-life replica is made from. However, in the show, the instrument is able to make holographic projections that are prompted by the music. The real-life model cannot make holographic projections, but it can project lights which give a little bit of the wow factor that a real holophoner would give. Number 14. The Singing Ringing Tree. The Singing Ringing Tree is a sculpture located in Burnley in the United Kingdom. It is a massive sculpture made of large pipes that pick up the wind as it blows. The sounds that echo from the sculpture as the wind blows through it are haunting and deep bellows that give a chilling feeling. Regardless, this is a huge instrument that is played by none other than nature itself. It is an impressive feat in the art world as well as in the musical world. The sculptor who made this put a lot of time and effort into making it into the stunning display that it is now. Number 13. Hydraulophone. The hydraulophone is an impressive feat in music. It is essentially a piano that is played through the flow of water and not through the striking of chords. The user simply covers the holes which force the water to be forced through the internal pipes of the instrument and out different holes. This creates a variety of notes that are brought about by the instrument. It is pretty popular considering it is a very strange instrument. Playing it and mastering it is an exceptional challenge, but one worthy at that. Number 12. Lyre. The lyre was an instrument that was introduced around the 9th century by Norse folk or Vikings. It was a horn instrument that was used in various rituals and practices, including battle practices of the Viking people. It has a uniquely high sound for a horn instrument, and its unique shape allows it to be worn by those who use it. This would have been a very useful feature in battle, and it would have allowed lyre players to fight and rally the troops. Number 11. Sousaphone. The sousaphone is an impressive device that plays electronic music with the Tesla coil system that is set up to make music. It makes 8-bit music and is known for playing video game themes such as Mario and Zelda. It uses lightning conducted by the machine to make these sounds, and it plays them with precision and accuracy. This is an amazing device that is capable of making unique and pleasing music. Number 10. Yabahar. The yabahar is a unique instrument that has come out of the Middle East. It is a large string instrument that is played with a bow like a giant violin. It has 2 drum panels that are connected to the strings, and it receives the sound of the vibrating strings through the drum panels. It creates an echoing sound that is truly haunting and encompassing. It is played beautifully in cultural settings in the Middle East and is pretty common in that part of the world. Number 9. The Chapman Stick. The Chapman Stick is an incredibly diverse stringed instrument that has the ability to imitate a guitar, a bass, and a large number of other stringed instruments. The amazing part is that it imitates the sound of these instruments perfectly. It can even be used to play multiple parts, including bass and guitar parts simultaneously. This is an all-in-one stringed instrument, and it can be used to create an interesting musical diversity in a world where a lot of instruments sound the same. Number 8. The Music Box. The music box is unquestionably one of the strangest instruments in the world. It is made from a steamroller, and this steamroller was modified to play music the same way a music box would. The front steamroller wheel has little spikes on it that spin with the wheel, and these spikes strike a metal grate in the order in which they come on in the spinning wheel. This creates the music. However, this large music box can only play one song, and that is the Star-Spangled Banner. The sounds that it makes while playing this are a bit creepy and haunting. Number 7. The Wheel Harp. The wheel harp is a strange but popular new instrument that acts as both a piano and a harp. It plays the way a piano does with keys, but the keys go around the barrel shape of the instrument, and inside the device, there are harp chords that create a melodious sound whenever this instrument is played. It is a fascinating combination of instruments that is popular in this day and age of new and weird things. Number 6. The Multi-Neck Guitar. There have been many variations of this one, but it deserved a place on this list. There have been 12-neck, 2-neck, 3-neck, 4-neck guitars in addition to many others, and this has been a popular trend with the guitarist since you could do this to guitars. The interesting thing about these multi-neck guitars is that you can play such a wide range of music on them, with each neck having its own tuning. If you can get past the size, you can be very diverse on one of these multi-neck guitars. Number 5. Wintergatan. The Wintergatan is a huge instrument made with over 2,000 marbles and a complex network of gears and pulleys. It is made with a large number of strings, keys, and receivers that make a wide variety of sounds, all brought about by rolling marbles that travel through by the command of the conductor. It is capable of making a lot of music at once and can imitate a whole set of musicians. The process of this machine is fascinating, and seeing it in action is even more impressive. Number 4. The 3-in-1 violin. This violin was made for the experiment of it. It is a violin made of 3 violins that are joined at the bases. 3 people can play this 3-sided instrument at the same time, creating a harmonious melody that stems from 3, yet also 1 instrument or instruments. There is interesting potential in this violin, yet it would be difficult to play if the people you play it were not in sync. Unison is a very important part of this instrument. Number 3. Chinese brothers and their growing music. These 2 brothers from China make music in one of the most unlikely ways you can imagine. They make their music on fruits and vegetables. Before every show, they go and carve out fruits and vegetables and assemble them into the instruments they intend to use. They play a wide variety of cover songs, and while the vegetables and fruits make a tune a bit flat, it is still beautifully conducted and performed by 2 talented individuals. These instruments are not reusable as they decay after a few days, but there's no shortage of vegetables in China, and these 2 brothers continue to persist in the musical community. Number 2. The eigenharp. The eigenharp is a fascinating electronic instrument that is played by touch, and it makes a wide range of harmonic sounds based on a huge variety of finger movements used by the player of the instruments. It can be used to make sounds that you would never hear on a conventional instrument. It creates very science fiction sounding tunes, and it can even be used as an air horn device. It can also imitate and emulate other instruments, including the wind and key instruments. This is an incredibly diverse instrument that can be anything it wants it to be. Number 1. Didgeridoo. The didgeridoo makes a unique sound that sounds like an echoing warbling from a way off. It is considered or thought to be the oldest air horn to have ever existed, and it was originally used exclusively by the Aboriginal people of Australia, who boast the record for the longest living culture in the world today. The Aboriginals have been playing the didgeridoo since they have been around, and it has been over 40,000 years. The didgeridoo, like every other instrument on this list, is notably strange, but also unique and beautiful in its own way. The world of music is impressive in its diversity, and there's no shortage of new sounds out there to grace our senses.